Okay, so welcome to Andy Finkle Draws Monsters or Something. I'm Andy Finkle. I'm going to draw monsters something. Got a different setup this time. I'm going to try working out of the basement. So I'm not in the van today, but we'll see how it works. I'm thinking probably worse lighting, better sound, but I don't know. Alright, let's find out.
Andy Finkle draws monsters or something.
Alright, what am I going to draw? I haven't drawn Bigfoot yet, and in some circles that's kind of what I'm known for, if I'm known for anything. So let's do Bigfoot. By most accounts, he has kind of a cone head, so I'm going to do a little bit of that. Starting off in pencil like I almost always do. Doing a happy Bigfoot. Or at least one who's learned how to fake a smile. Alright, and I feel like he should have a third eye, because Bigfoot by him or herself, that's not much of a monster really. I mean, it's just be an animal, right? I don't know. We need to do a little bit more, and I think a third eye would be fun. Maybe UFO watches over him. It'd be nice. I'm doing this on Bristol board. Got it cut down 4 to 6 inches so I can mail it out with just a postcard stamp. And if you would like me to mail this drawing to you when it's done, you just have to ask. First person who requests it gets it. You can just let me know what your mailing address is. You can send that to monstersorsomething@gmail.com. If you want to send me some drawings of stuff you've done, I'd always glad to see that. I kind of like the shagginess of the trees. These are pine trees, by the way. The shagginess of the trees, and then the shagginess of Bigfoot and the cone head kind of gives it some nice pattern, like it's a series of 3. Is that good? I don't know. I like it. Some mountains. Never been to any big mountains. All of my life that I remember, I've lived on the East Coast, so I've never seen like the really big mountains. Imagine that's pretty wild. First time you see something like that. Make it at nighttime. Most Bigfoot researchers believe that the creature's mostly nocturnal. I don't know. That doesn't. With the idea, I say him. Obviously, there'd be many Bigfoot, many big feet. I'm just speaking as if it's one. But being a primate, it doesn't make a ton of sense for him to be nocturnal to me. Not that there aren't any nocturnal primates. But he certainly could have adapted over time to better hide among us as we keep encroaching on the forests. Now he's on the west coast with the mountains, but Bigfoot sightings, that happens all over the country. I think, I want to say that 49 out of the 50 states, I think all but Hawaii have had some pretty credible sightings. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Alright, let's see. Give it some time to dry. There we go. Okay, so there it is on ink. Next will be, gotta find my eraser somewhere. Alright, I found an eraser. It's not the eraser, but I think it'll work. Just give it a little bit more time to dry. So like I said, let me know if you want this this drawing. Sorry, I'm trying to look something up too while I'm doing this. Let me know if you want this drawing, and if you got any pictures to show me, please do. And if you want to like physically send me anything, you can reach me at P.O. Box 59 in Brooktondale, New York, 14817. Brooktondale is a nice nearby town, but I'm currently in the basement deep below the Finkle Manor. And I've been living in Ithaca for about a year and a half, and really enjoying it here, as much as one enjoys a place under quarantine. Okay, let's give it a try. Alright, let's put some color down. Okay. So I think that Bigfoot typically is described as being black, darker skin and black hair. There's been sightings of all sorts of different colored ones, though I personally like to draw them yellow with orange fur. Sometimes I do yellow with black fur, sometimes I do gray with black fur, but I like yellow with orange fur. I don't know, that's what I draw the most often. Sometimes I do white fur for the old timers. I'll do yellow on the fur too, because it'll just make it seem a bit deeper. Maybe when I go the orange over it, it'll have some depth. Maybe, I don't know. There we go. So I'm making this show with equipment borrowed from Pegasus Channel 13 Public Access. Lauren over there was nice enough to teach me on the equipment too, and helps me with my questions. My low-tech show should not be a reflection on what she knows and what she's capable of teaching. I just kind of like a lo-fi thing. Or if I don't like it, I'm at least willing to accept it, because I don't want to spend too much time figuring out the technological aspects of it. I'm not bad with technology, but I'm not good with it. And I don't know. I like the possibilities it offers, but I'm not wild about learning it. I like to do the little crescent pupils, because it kind of looks like a moon, and it kind of mirrors the crescent moon, although, well, yeah, mirrors it because it's facing the opposite direction. I don't actually know which direction the crescent on the crescent moon, is that like a hemisphere thing, or I guess it goes both during different phases. I don't know. Anyway, that's typically the direction I have it pointing. I don't know. Pine tree green, or as they call it, dark green. Within the world of Bigfootology, there's a few different schools of thought on a few different topics. One thing that people often argue about is whether there's supernatural elements to Bigfoot, or if he's strictly flesh and bone. The people who think that he's just a undiscovered primate and not anything with any paranormal qualities. A lot of them get annoyed when you suggest otherwise, because they don't want the study to be ridiculed more than it already is. I think that if he exists, then it would be most logical that he's just an unclassified primate. But I think it's a lot more fun if there's some paranormal elements, if you're willing to think of that. A lot of sightings will accompany UFO sightings, and I like to draw the UFOs with them sometimes. It annoys some people, but it's fun. And the UFO, I got like a little man in black. So rather than an alien in there, got a silhouette of a little dude in a fedora. Men in Black, that is some creepy stuff. I'm not saying I believe it, but just the concept is really creepy. Not just the, it's not just the Will Smith fun stuff. It's spooky. Some people think Bigfoot could be a shapeshifter. Wait, does anybody think that? I don't know. Somebody somewhere has to think that. There's a lot of people. But there is a school of thought that he can jump through dimensions or portals, and that's why he eludes humans so well. Interesting thought. I'm not opposed to it. But yeah, all that stuff is classified as woo within the Bigfoot research community, and some people really don't like it. I think the best, I don't know, I really respect people who don't necessarily believe it, but they're not angry about it. They're okay with the possibility. They just don't think it's logical. I really like Cliff Barrickman. I've seen him around a few conferences, and he's a super nice guy. And while he's like a, he's an academic type dude, so he thinks it's just an animal that hasn't been properly classified. But he doesn't mind people talking about the weird stuff too, and I think that's the way to be, personally. Purple sky. Seems like the other big division within Bigfootery is between the people who are in favor of killing Bigfoot and the people who are not. People who want to kill Bigfoot, their logic is that no one's ever going to believe it unless there's a body to be studied. And while the population of them would have to be relatively small, if they could be proven to exist, they could be better protected. So, in theory, the one Bigfoot would be dying for the sake of his fellow big feet. And I understand that point of view. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. I think it makes sense. I don't know. I think it would. It just wouldn't be right to kill a Bigfoot. But I get how it could, in theory, better protect others. I think it was Grover Krantz who said the first person who kills a Bigfoot should be given a medal. The second one should be hanged. With the thinking that it can only be justified if it's to protect the greater good and it's not something to be hunted for sport. I've been to Bigfoot conferences in a couple different places. I went to one in Texas, and it was pretty weird. Like, I feel like a significant portion of the crowd just wanted to kill Bigfoot. I go to a conference in Ohio a lot, and there it's kind of neat because it's kind of a mix of the ultimate hunters versus the ones who are more about peace and love, and you'll hear different perspectives there, and I like that. But I'm more aligned with the peace and love Bigfoot crowd. Some pink clouds. Some bags under the eyes. Alright. What do you think? Calling it done. Yeah, so this is Andy Finkle Draws Monsters or something. Here's Three-Eyed Bigfoot. I'll be back next time, maybe in a van, maybe in a basement, maybe somewhere else, I don't know. So, new episodes first Saturday of the month. Airs every Saturday at 10:30 on Channel 13, and looking into putting it on OSI 74 and YouTube and all that good stuff. I will talk to you later. don't shoot Bigfoot, and don't get in a UFO with him, and try to be nice to one another, and I'll see you next time. Alright, bye.
Andy Finkle draws monsters or something.
I'm going to draw a couple monsters. Let's go. And a little neck, head. 1, 2, 3 eyes, 2 smiles. And now I'm going to draw the other monster. I use this red. I use the side that's little. Now this is going to be a rainbow monster. It's going to be a monster. A rainbow monster. Can I switch? Don't want to fall off the table. It's on the desk. I do kindergarten at. Guess I did kindergarten at. Now this little part looks that's the option for this top. Like a violet. And like stars are yellow, and I'm going to use this to color in it. Go over right and slip right onto this. That's the thing I started with. It's going to smile down and little dot for the nose, and going to go back, and this one's going to be like a moon monster, and that moon can fly. Especially because of those wings I drew, showing it can fly. This one has 1, 2, 3 eyes, and 2 smiles again, just like the other one. Now color part of it yellow and green. And here it is. See you next time. I think of another.